Okay, we're ready to start.
All right, so I'm good to take it away?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today to share the results of the city's most recent audit. My name is Lisa Carroll. I'm the audit manager for Team Olympia. I think you all probably know Keisha Rhodes. She was your lead on this engagement. Christy or Chelsea, would one of you mind doing some introductions for the city?
Sure. I think it'd be great to just go around and have everyone introduced. So I'm Christy Wolf, the Financial Services Manager for the city. Can I hand it off to you, Troy?
Yep, Sherwood Finance Director, Shannon.
Shannon Kelly Fong, Assistant City Manager. Leilani.
Leilani Sue, HR Director. Chelsea.
Chelsea Yarwood, Accounting Manager. Chief.
Good afternoon, Robert Almada, Chief of Police. Scott.
All right, it looks like we also have Scott Egger, the Public Works Director, with us. I'll hand it back to you.
All right, great. Well, thank you all for doing those introductions. We appreciate your participation in this meeting. So if you have any questions throughout, feel free to speak up. We're happy to answer those as we go through. And there was also a packet of information sent over prior to this meeting. But if you didn't get a chance to look at that, we are going to walk through a PowerPoint here that summarizes everything that was in that packet. So with that, we will jump right into slide 2. So one of the most important things about our audits is their role to increase trust in government. And our audits are able to do this because the public trusts the State Auditor's Office as an independent organization that provides transparent examinations of the operations of state and local governments. Another important role of our audits is their ability to identify areas where efficiency can be improved and it can be more effective in complying with requirements. And our audits can also tell us where you are already working efficiently and effectively. So our goal today will be to make sure you understand the results of your audit and answer any questions you may have. And with that, I'll turn it over to Keisha for now to go through those audit results.
Hello. So for your city, we conducted an accountability audit that covered the period of January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023. The purpose of an accountability audit is to determine whether the city complied with state laws, regulations, contracts, grant agreements, and its own policies and procedures. In addition, these audits also look at whether, in general, the city has adequate controls to safeguard public funds. Under the heading Results in Brief, you will see that our audit found the city's operations complied in all material respects with applicable state laws, regulations, and its own policies, and provided adequate controls over the safeguarding of public resources. In selecting the specific areas for further review, we conducted a number of planning procedures that incorporated reviewing the meeting minutes of the governing body for the period, analyzing trends in financial data, conducting risk assessments with several key staff and council members, and more procedures. We utilized a risk-based approach to select areas for further testing based on those planning procedures. Included on the slide are the areas that we identified for further testing in our audit. While we are prepared to discuss each area with you today, we have selected a few areas that we would like to highlight. So the first one is payroll. So we selected employees for testing, and then we recalculated gross wages based on contracts, timesheets, and salary schedules. We also reviewed accounts receivable permit billing. So we selected building permit transactions for testing, then recalculated amounts billed based on the related fee schedule to ensure permit billings amounts are accurate. And we also performed cash receipt testing. So we selected specific dates for cash receipt testing. We then traced amounts receipted to the bank to ensure receipted funds were deposited timely and all deposits were complete. Are there any questions about any of the areas we reviewed? So before we wrap up our presentation today, we would like to thank city management and officials for their assistance and cooperation during our audit. Specifically, we would like to extend our appreciation to Christy Wolf and Chelsea Yarwood. All the city staff were professional, efficient, and accommodating to work with during the audit, and we appreciate the city's commitment to safeguarding public funds. And now I'm going to pass it over to Lisa for some closing remarks.
Thanks, Keisha. So we wanted to share that audit costs are in alignment with the original estimate that we shared towards the beginning of the audit. We do budget for a clean and efficient audit, so the fact that we're able to stay within budget is a testament to those things Keisha just mentioned, the timely responses and all the organized documentation. So thank you again. We are planning to be back next year. We have your 3 usual audits we'll be doing: the accountability, financial, and federal programs audit, also known as a single audit. Keisha did share with me the request to try to consolidate those and try to do them all at one time. That is our hope as well, and we've heard your request, and our hope is that we can do that. We will have to look at our deadlines for next year and see whether that's possible, but we'd love to make that happen for you. So we did make note of your request, and we'll do everything we can for that. We have included an estimated cost for that next audit in your exit packet for your budgeting purposes. And this report will publish to our website in the next 1 to 2 weeks. If you've not already signed up to receive notifications from our office about when reports publish or other news and alerts that we periodically share, we encourage you to sign up. The web address to do so is on the screen as well as in your packet. We'll also send out a customer service survey when the report publishes. Christy, I think that comes to you, or Chelsea. One of you will get that notification, and anyone is welcome to fill those out. So feel free to forward that on when you get that. We'd certainly want to know if there's things we can do to improve our services, but it's also really great, and we really appreciate when we get to hear what worked well for you on the audit. And that actually wraps up everything that we wanted to go through with you today. We just have the one audit and no elevated issues. These meetings go pretty quick. So that's the good news. Is there anything anyone else wanted to ask about? Any questions or any comments from the city?
Well, I wanted to just say thank you, Lisa and Keisha, for working well with the city. And it was a good relationship, and we'd like to continue that. I think it all went pretty smoothly. Thank you.
Thanks, Christy.
I
No, I
also,
appreciate-
oh, go ahead, Troy.
Oh, I was just going to say, I appreciate you recognizing Christy and Chelsea's efforts. This is really a citywide effort, but boy, we wouldn't be very far without Christy and Chelsea's effort and their expertise for sure, but definitely a citywide effort. And I do appreciate the relationship with State R's office as well.
Well, I think Troy and Christy said everything that I was going to say better than I would have said it. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you all.
Thank you. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next year.